Hi everyone, what's up? Josh here from Alternative Brewing, and today we're brewing coffee with the AeroPress XL. This is the extra large and long-awaited addition to the AeroPress universe. It's essentially an upscaled and enlarged model of the original AeroPress, now with a 600ml capacity versus 300ml. Yet it does maintain everything we love about an AeroPress, being durable, lightweight, and it makes great coffee with a straightforward approach. Or actually, as hard as you like to make it, as you do have full control over all the brewing parameters, and that's what makes it such a great brewer, and it does suit both beginners and coffee nerds amongst us. And although the XL now is much larger than the original AeroPress, I still believe it makes a great portable way to make coffee whilst traveling. And as a hot tip here, I have found there are a few grinders, especially in the Easy Presser range. I have the K Max grinder right here, which fits like a glove into the chamber of the AeroPress. And you could say that this is quite a neat and compact coffee brewing kit. Plus, in the box, you now get the AeroPress coffee server. Designed specifically to take an AeroPress, this holds half a litre. You also get 100 XL paper filters, a bean scoop, and an extra long stirrer. Noting it's really only the carafe that's cross-compatible with the other AeroPress products at this stage. However, I am sure accessories such as metal or cloth filters and the additional caps for making espresso and cold brew with the AeroPress XL are on their way, so stay tuned for that. So, what do you say with that? We'll kick off this AeroPress XL brewing session. Let's do this. Now, for those of you who are unaccustomed to the AeroPress, whether you're an espresso lover or you prefer a longer black coffee, or perhaps you enjoy a milk-based coffee fix, the AeroPress XL can be adapted to your tastes. And as a quick guide to get started brewing with an AeroPress, step 1, you add the coffee and the water. Step 2, you stir the brew. And then step 3, you press the coffee into the carafe below. And enjoy. That was easy. Yeah, there's a good amount of coffee here too for 2 to 3 people. And this is much like a smoother, more enjoyable French press-like coffee. Since it is using a paper filter, the coffee is described as having a cleaner taste, with much less silt or sediment found in the cup or in your mouth, adding to that smoother experience of drinking AeroPress coffee. Now, as mentioned, you can make brewing with the AeroPress as easy or as complicated as you like. Bearing in mind, to make the same tasty coffee twice, it does usually mean measuring a few simple steps and then following that as a recipe, which helps you achieve the consistency over and over again. Since the AeroPress XL is an upscaled version of a regular AeroPress, I'm going to rely now on a similar recipe I enjoy with the regular AeroPress and just go ahead and double everything and see how that goes. So let's take a look at that now. So here we begin with 40 grams of filter roasted coffee, and we're going to grind this to a medium or medium coarse grind. Avoid using too fine a grind, as this will make plunging the AeroPress XL later on a little difficult to do. Have your water set at 95 degrees Celsius or just off of the boil. And then I began using 1 paper filter, but have soon realized 2 is preferred, especially in the upright position. Rinse that filter in the cap before then attaching it to the bottom of the brew chamber and place this over your carafe. Add your ground coffee in, tear it off, then start the timer as you begin to pour 550 ml of water into the brew chamber as quickly as possible. You may have to stop at the top as it begins to fill up, but stirring gently once you have all that water in for 10 to 20 seconds before placing the plunger just on top, but do not start pressing yet. And then here we're going to leave it steeping and brewing away until the 1 minute 30 to 2 minute mark. Now, if you're finding that your coffee is too weak, adjusting the grind size finer can have favorable results. And the reverse is also true. If your coffee is too strong, then grinding coarser will also help. Additionally, such things as adding more or less coffee to the brew, using cooler or hotter water, stirring more, and then certainly steeping longer can all play into the quality of the flavor that you extract out of those grounds, and also how much of it you end up with in the cup later on. Now, although this recipe is fixed, I do find myself always slightly adjusting things from cup to cup depending on my enjoyment of that brew. So with the 2-minute mark coming up, I'm going to start pressing nice and slowly down on the plunger. And slowly is key here. This is where we'll get that cleanliness from our brew. What I've made here is an upscaled single cup of coffee. This is a great server that I can now easily share with someone else, as I have around 500 mils of coffee or 2 cups worth. However, the AeroPress XL, this can do so much more than that, and it can make 4 cups of coffee or even 6, and achieve this using a similar recipe as the one I've just done to make 2 cups using 40 grams of coffee. So let's check out how we do that. In making 4 cups of coffee, here I'm going to double it again and use almost 80 grams, adding the same amount of water as I can in the same way. And then I'm going to be stirring, placing the plunger in, and let's say waiting more than 2 minutes, or 2 minutes being the minimum, and then begin to plunge. And you'll see I've effectively made coffee that is twice as strong, with the ability to separate this out evenly into 4 separate cups and use what is known as a bypass method, topping each cup up with hot water to fill them up. Now, it is rare that you're going to get 4 long black coffee drinkers in one room together. Yet it is possible. Rather than adding water to these, you could add milk to them too. So it's almost like they're an espresso. And that's yet another large extra benefit to the AeroPress XL. It really does align itself with being more of a streamlined, portable version of a larger French press, and much easier to clean too. So let's check that out. Cleaning the AeroPress XL is a breeze. All you need to do is unscrew that filter lid, press out the wet grounds, give both the chamber and the plunger a good rinse under some warm water, and then make sure you dry it off. Keep the plunger out of the brew chamber, and this will help keep it soft and subtle for plunging, and then you'll be ready to brew again or store it away for next time. Now, I know people will ask, can you brew the AeroPress XL in the inverted method? And absolutely you can, and I would almost say it is the better way to do it. However, you do this at your own risk, as AeroPress themselves strongly advise against it. It is about the capacity of that hot water now versus the original. But I've done it myself without too much concern. And there you have it, the AeroPress XL coffee maker. Stay tuned for more content by smashing that subscribe button, and if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video, and we'll see you in the next one.